Good evening, folks. Welcome to another edition of the Male Voice. You know how we do it, real, raw, and relevantly. So, let's get everybody all right?
No.
What's the problem?
What is wrong with you? Do I gotta keep doing this every week?
What's the problem, bro?
Go back to the new one, man. The new one. Yes, you keep pushing the wrong key. Come on, 2021.
Man. Was that good enough?
Better.
Was that what
better?
That worked? Good evening, gentlemen. Y'all all right?
Yes, sir.
I mean, I guess since your name is on the screen, I don't really have to go through this, but just because I like doing it, I'm going to do it. Ladies and gentlemen, on my screen, he's right up under me. We call him Doc, but you call him Mr. Jeremiah Rankins. How you doing, man?
I'm good. Blessed and highly favored. Good evening, everybody. I see some faces.
You stuck.
Doc
is ready. Doc is ready. Next to Doc on my screen is none other than the pastor, the Right Reverend Bishop himself, Mr. Kermit K.C. Fashion's child.
How y'all doing, everybody? God bless you. It's 2021. It's 2021.
Hey, we in that thing. Let's see. Jeremiah must have praised the Lord too quick right there because He done got paper with the Lord. He back now. So,
There you go.
ladies and gentlemen,
He got happy. He
to
got
my
spirit. The spirit hit his computer.
I don't know if he to my left or to my right, but he's one of these ways. He's Mr. DC, the comedian.
What's up, everybody? What's up? In the beginning, God created the heaven and earth. Just keep it going.
The Bible Bowl.
Look at Sebastian. Sebastian over there.
Sebastian.
What is Sebastian doing over there?
Sebastian done left home and came to hang out with Uncle Mike. That's what he did. He taking out.
Come on.
What's
man.
up, Sebastian?
Sebastian.
I said, get it on. Sebastian Taylor, get it.
You better come on home. I miss you.
Sebastian called an Uber.
Sebastian called an Uber. He didn't call out. Okay, sit to the side, Sebastian, so we can get the show going. All right. Sebastian to the side, so we can get the show going. Look, before we get started, let's do our thing. The views and opinions of this panel are merely that. Our subject matter and points should not be taken as paid legal or medical advice, and we therefore bear no claims to a licensed consultation. If you want to sue somebody, who you sue?
Sebastian.
Sebastian say he ain't going for that this time. All right, the people are saying good evening, so let's do that. Then we're gonna jump into our show. Hey, Sandra, how you doing? Hey, Lady Beach or Drones, how are you doing? Billy, I'm glad you're on because Billy, you give me life. How you doing? Hey, Sandra said, hey, Mike. Hey, Sandra. Yeah, he ran away. He said, I'm going to Uncle Mike's house. So he came on to Uncle Mike's house. We just been chilling. He drank a little bit too much Crown, but we be chilling.
Yeah.
Tonight, folks, we're talking about some good stuff, some new stuff. I like that, Billy. Hood therapy. That works for me. Hey, Chelsea. So we're going to get into this because I need all my minutes tonight. So we're going to go ahead and get into it. So tonight, you know, y'all, I've been extremely, extremely, extremely busy. So I don't have all the flying stuff coming across the screen and all other kind of stuff today. So we're going to wing it. All right. So tonight we're talking about, I think I titled it, no matter how much you pay, she doesn't belong to you. So tonight we're going to jump into some deep conversation. So we're not always laughing about everything, but tonight we're going to probably laugh through it, but we're going to talk about some serious stuff. First things on my list. Hey, Vanessa, the first thing on my list is Uncle Joe. Welcome, Uncle Joe. We've got a new president. How about it?
Yes.
I'm optimistic, man.
You're optimistic. That's definitely one of the questions on tonight. Well, let me ask you, since you said that, what are you optimistic about?
So there's certain things that I didn't agree with what Trump did and how he was going about leading this country. So with the division, so I'm hoping all this talk that Joe Biden did about bringing this country together.
Hey, you watch how you put that English on Uncle Joe's name. Don't be.
You better watch out. Come down there and whip you.
Listen, don't do all that with Uncle Joe's name. That's Uncle Joe. So I asked a friend of mine, what are you looking forward to? Because he put a big old post about Joe Biden being, president. I asked him, what are you looking forward to? And his answer was that $2,000.
I was just going to say that. So
you sold your whole boat for $1,400 because you ain't getting $2,000 because you got 6 already. So you're only getting 2.
It's going to be another check after this one.
It's going to be. He said it's going to be $1,400 plus the 6 they already agreed to.
And after that check, it's going to be another check.
I think so.
Another check?
Yes.
I think so.
The economy is too messed up. It's got to keep it going. Man, it's going to be some more checks.
Hey, did y'all hear DC say the economy is messed up? What you know? Oh, because you the mailman, so you know how that money flowing.
No.
You got my check?
I watched the inauguration yesterday. I learned new words.
Oh, you got my check?
We ain't going to start that. We ain't going to start it on here.
You watched the whole inauguration?
Everybody ask DC in the chat, do you got my check? Because you know he got them checks.
And I can't see nothing nobody say. And I will cut all y'all off.
So let me ask you this. There's some things that we're expecting Joe Biden or President Biden to change. What do you think is your top pick? What is your number one?
Bring the country together.
That's a good one.
Bring the country together.
That minimum wage is going up. He wants
minimum wage is going up.
That's a good one.
Right.
Okay. What you got?
Mine again goes back to Jeremiah, bringing the country together. We are divided on so many fronts. So bringing people back together.
Okay, now let me understand this. Billy, what do you mean? Be brave enough to be the light, DC.
What light
Just pray
DC
for him.
be?
Exactly. We don't know. Let's pray for him. Just pray for him. Hey, folks. Hey, Denise. Hey, Tiffany. We're glad you all joined us. So, listen, unity. Mitchell Jones says she's looking forward to the unity that he's going to bring. And
Yes.
let me tell y'all now, this next comment I'm going to put on the screen is definitely brought to the fold by DC. Just letting you know. Her response is legalize marijuana.
Hey,
Oh.
hey.
She says, I don't bring nothing but peace. So listen, you know what I'm looking forward to? I'm looking forward to, because we can't do it now. We're going to talk about that in a second. I'm looking forward to the moment where there is just peace, not knowing something crazy is going to happen in the White House.
True.
And I'm not talking about the insurrection, all that stuff, but you just never
Right.
knew. I
What
thought
was
every
gonna
single
happen?
day that Trump was going to send us to war any day.
Yes.
So
Right.
there's a piece that came with it for me. Did you feel inspired yesterday during the
Oh.
inauguration?
Oh yeah.
Like you
Yeah.
felt like, man, I'm a black man in America, and I'm okay with that.
Yeah. I felt
Yeah.
real good. I felt real good. It was
Yeah.
like it was good. I mean,
Yeah, I
Yeah.
made
Trump.
a post and my eyes were sweating, and it was my eyes are sweating. You know, come on, man, you have to look at the strides that we've made. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
For the longest, black women have just been pretty. And yes, I say that with confidence because that's how we got the biracials going on, because they have just been pretty to the masters all along the way. Pretty with
Mhm.
that nice round ground. You just been pretty. But now all of a sudden, you mean something. You mean
That was
something.
Yeah.
good, man.
That
Yeah.
that was a great thing
And
to
it
watch on
it
yesterday.
just it just
Well, Michelle Obama represented very well as well.
Well, I mean, you know, you can't. I mean, I mean,
yeah.
we talking Michelle. We're not
But
talking,
Michelle.
just to see everybody and talking, even the Republicans after the speeches and stuff, just really like, hey, I think this guy's really gonna do it. You know, everybody started
right.
talking and coming together, and it seemed like everybody was more happy. Though, of course, we're gonna agree and disagree on Republican stuff and Democratic stuff, but at least it
Right.
won't be all this. What I say gonna go. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. You know,
Listen,
yeah.
Trump would
Hey,
bring different advisors to the White House on different things. He would bring different advisors and bring them all there for their specialty, what they specialize in.
Right.
But he wouldn't listen to a darn thing they said.
Not a doggone thing.
He just
Not
brought
Wrong.
y'all in so he could say he brought him in. He ain't listening to nothing.
Wrong.
You're right.
nothing.
You're wrong.
hey, but how do y'all feel? How do y'all feel about him not being there though? He
Coward. That was
Let's-
selfish.
Let's talk
Coward.
about this next subject because
I
that
didn't
brings us to the
expect
next.
him to be there.
So, do you think just because they did not rile up yesterday, do you think they're done? Do you think they're defeated? Do you think that, I personally think that they have an inside tip of when all of that military is leaving. And that's when they're going to run up again to try to make something happen.
But this time,
Yeah,
they
I
run
don't
up,
believe
I
they're
think
done.
they're gonna wish they wouldn't run up this time. Because
Right.
this time, I think a lot of stuff has changed on that Capitol. So the next building they try to run up on, it's gonna be a different reaction. It's gonna be a total different reaction on the next building that they try to run up on.
Absolutely. So let's see what Billy says. Billy says, I feel like the threat of legitimate civil war amongst us on U.S. soil has been reduced significantly. I agree with you. Tynese, tell me what you mean by it was rude. I understand. We're talking about the insurrection. So tell me what was
She might be talking
rude.
about Trump not showing up.
Oh,
Right.
she's probably talking about
Oh, yeah.
DC. I'm just
Yeah.
playing.
No,
Yeah,
no.
that was very rude. That
That's
was
my
very, very
friend.
rude.
I just shot a trailer for her book. She just joined today and watched the show. So Miss Fields, she wrote a book and we did a trailer for her book. So big ups to her. She just coming on. So all right, Fields, that's it.
Tynese, put the name of your book in the chat. I want to check it out. Read
It's
it out.
on Amazon and Kindle.
That don't mean that.
January 29th.
That don't mean where it's at. If we don't know the name of it, we just going on there just to look.
Okay.
What's the name of the book,
Yeah,
DC?
we gotta get the name of the book. See, that's why you ain't say the name at first, because you
A Heart Betrayed. A Heart Betrayed.
a heart betrayed.
I played Slim the Daddy.
Okay. The
The
All
videos
right.
on my
Okay.
page.
So I'm completely lost now. Hey Kim, how you doing? Billy says, who cares if he was there? His negative, nasty, foul energy was not needed. Somebody graciously burned some sage. Oh Lord. I personally didn't care he wasn't there. Matter of fact, I thought it was a good thing. They weren't going to hurt us. They were only going to hurt his feelings. So I'm glad that he wasn't there. It really didn't matter. We didn't need him. I hate the way that he defiled the office, though. The traditions and everything
Oh
else.
yes. Oh
He
yeah.
did not have to do it the way that he did it. He went out like a coward, like the coward he is. And he. How do you plan a separate event before the inauguration? So, with that being said, I have a different respect. I wouldn't vote for him, but I have a completely different respect for Mike Pence. Do you realize how hard that was to go there when Trump was supposed to be there? He's not there. And everybody knows you've been a Trump supporter all the way through. You've pushed his dog whistle all the way through. But it seemed like, I'm going to tell you, I got kind of holy. I'm not that holy. I'm a little bit holy. Cameron more holier than me. DC probably more. No, I know you're not. But I will tell you what I thought about. I thought about the fact the Bible says he came to himself. He came to himself and said, look, this ain't right. Let me do the right thing. Let me get up and go to the doggone inauguration.
Right.
The way Trump doing it just ain't right.
But you respect him better now.
I completely respect him.
Me too.
Absolutely.
Me too. He was
not only that, Pence is a politician. Trump ain't no politician.
Right.
So, I've been saying that since he got in the office. He's not he just lied to be lying.
He's a businessman.
Businessman.
I mean, he can't even. I think you give a bad name to calling him a businessman because everything he owns, it bankrupts.
True that.
So how can you be a businessman? You
because he's cutthroat. He's cutthroat, and in the game of business,
they like that.
In the game of business, that's what it is.
I'm gonna ask a question. I want the audience to give me some feedback real quick, and you guys tell me what you think. Give me okay, real easy. Yes or no? Is Trump going to jail? Yes or no? Put that in the chat. Yes or no? Is Trump going to jail? Fellas, what y'all think?
He might be next to Tiger Joe. What's that dude named Tiger Joe?
What? Yeah, he didn't give him no pardon.
He didn't pardon him.
Tiger King.
He gonna be next to Tiger King. He didn't pardon. Tiger King gonna get that butt because Tiger King kind of.
Listen,
Tiger King gonna be in that.
But listen, he had already ordered a limousine to pick him up that was waiting for him at the prison
and get his hair done.
And
then get
listen. I see a comment that I want to put spotlight on. We're keeping the same thing. But here's what Cheryl Guillory Hall says. She says Pence knows how to play the game. He's someday running for the presidency. I completely agree with you. He's gonna run for it. I don't think he's gonna make it.
He's gonna run,
but he knows how to play the game. So check this out real quick, guys. Y'all hadn't answered yet, but they have. So Kim Carter says he's not going to jail. Billy says cutthroat. Yep. Sandra says yes, he's going to jail. Tanise says no. Mike Dub says wait. No, I'm lost. Mike Dub says no. Wait. Oh, he also said the end of a 4-year reality show. I agree. It says I want to believe it, but I don't think so.
I just
Billy says nope, he's not going to jail. I think he's going to jail.
I don't think he is.
The reason why I think he's going to jail is because he's given the party too big of a black eye. He has to go to jail so that they can ensure he doesn't run again. He's already said 2024. But if they can get him a conviction, they ain't got to worry about him.
Hold on, but can he run even if he got impeached twice? Can he run again?
He can still run with both impeachments.
That's crazy.
So here's the thing. The impeachment is one thing. The impeachment comes along with a conviction. And so it's up to the Senate to give him a conviction. If they give him a conviction, then he won't be able to run again. What's his name? McConnell has already said we've got to separate him from the party.
Ooh.
So if they separate him from the party,
in jail,
give him that conviction. Yeah,
in jail. In jail without no
I know I'm going to mess your name up, so I'm going to put it on the screen. Somebody tell me how to pronounce it. Is it Marentz Williams?
Just say Williams.
Ms. Williams. Ms. Williams says Trump is going on vacation. Listen. I agree with Tiffany. Tiffany says he moving to Russia. I completely agree with Tiffany on that. I think he'll try to get out of here and go to Russia.
But the people in Florida don't even want him.
He's about to go find snow.
Nobody want him.
Nobody want him.
Billy says his complexion is for the protection. But nobody wants him. Nobody wants him. They told him don't move down here. You know we got rules. You can visit here, but you can't live here.
He got to go to Kentucky.
Trump gonna do just what he want to do, and ain't nobody gonna do nothing with him about it.
He got to go to Kentucky.
He gonna stay right here.
Right where?
He ain't going nowhere. He gonna stay right here in the U.S. He ain't going nowhere.
Man, that Negro there.
He going to Trump Towers.
He flew out early too. He caught the early bird flight. He was at 9 o'clock in the morning. Plane was up at 9 o'clock in the morning. I turned my TV on. That plane is in. He making a speech. That plane in the air. And then Melania got on the thing, and you know she can't speak good English. She I just wanna.
Melania gonna file for that divorce.
And then he kept talking about my wife. Oh yeah, she was the people's popularity.
Oh yeah, that was some bull call.
Yes. And then the news people came back and say, "Nuh-uh, she was the worst. She was the worst first lady of them all."
That
She ain't even talk to us. She ain't never talk to us.
She ain't read to the kids. You know the first ladies, they do things.
She didn't want to be bothered.
She ain't read to the kids. She ain't feed the homeless. We can't understand the hell thing she said. Damn way.
You don't know what she did.
Do
you don't speak her
nothing.
language.
I didn't even see her.
So look at this. Billy says he might get convicted, but he won't do no jail time. Yeah. Think about that. He might get convicted, but he won't do no jail time.
Well, if he get convicted, can he still run in 2024?
No, once he's convicted, he can't do it.
Okay,
but here's the thing, though. He's burnt so many bridges.
Oh yeah,
it's an ugly thing that they have supported him along the way and pushed him and prompted him, but yet still now they're saying they're looking out for themselves. At first, they thought he was going to have the power to pull, and so they said, "I'm going to protect my future with him."
Mm-hmm.
Now they're saying, "Okay, he ain't got no pull no more. Let me get from under him."
Mm-hmm.
And I'll tell you this. I'm gonna repeat it. We gonna campaign. We're gonna hit the streets. Well, I'm gonna campaign. I'm gonna hit the streets. The next time it's time to vote for the Senate, we've got to get Ted Cruz out of there. Ted has to go.
He got to go.
Ted has to go.
If it boils down to Texas, man, we got to go to all these little small counties, these hick counties.
He was almost there. What's his name? What's the guy he ran against a few minutes
ago? El Paso.
El Paso.
Oh yes,
He was almost there, and he had him. But it's time for him to go.
Jeremiah,
so overall, fellas, how do you feel about the new presidency? We good? Everybody good?
Good.
Nobody's upset. Pissed off.
Give me my money. Give me my money.
I miss Trump already.
Oh, see. I almost picked you off.
Give me my money. Show me the money.
Tiffany says Trump is going to lose all of his money, all of his investors. Pretty much, they gone.
Yes, they gone.
And he's going to go bankrupt and start a GoFundMe account. No, he got listen.
And he'll get right back on it.
All of them got some money stored up somewhere.
He got some money offshore.
He won't be broke. Marin says, I hope I'm pronouncing that right. I think I'm just going to go with Williams.
Marin said that was right. Earlier, he said yes.
Okay.
You asked, was it right? They said yes.
Okay, Prince says Trump ran on a chance and he won. I'll tell you what I think about that, Prince. I think Trump paid Russia to steal the election. I'll go to my grave thinking that.
And then he thought the same thing was going to happen this time, but that guy he had got rid of, he put a bigger firewall up there so he couldn't win. He thought the same thing.
I'm going to tell you why he couldn't win. He couldn't win because they did mail-in votes. You can't trick the mail-in votes.
Well,
there is no electronic to
He don't know
manipulate.
that. He do not know that. So he showed the fool.
He invested in HSA Medical. Now, I don't know what HSA means other than my word means it helps spending account. If it means something else, help me out. Carolyn says we need a Stacey Abrams in Texas. Yes, we do.
Yeah,
we do need a Stacey Abrams. I think we got one. I think we got DC. He just won't do right.
I'm a run for U.S. Senate next time.
We don't have enough Texans that'll vote for.
Who? Me?
No, we don't have enough Texans to vote for Stacey Abrams. Maybe you, but not Stacey Abrams. Not
Stacey Abrams. So let me ask you this: the question is, are you willing to risk your? I don't know what the hell the question is. Check this out. Bow Wow came to Houston. He set the club on fire, baby. I mean, he set the club on fire. We talking Bow Wow now. Listen, we not talking. We talking Bow Wow.
No album since 1904.
Bow Wow.
1904.
And set the club on fire.
Why does that happen? That's
the question. That's the question. Why does that happen?
Because is it because he's rich? Because
he ain't rich. He ain't rich.
He ain't rich.
Oh, he got stupid money. He got stupid
Oh
money.
no, it depends on what you call stupid
What
money.
was stupid money?
He got money.
He got some
From where?
He got investments, but
He must have went to the casino and won it, but
he got some investments, but he ain't stupid.
He got
he ain't got
money.
that kind of money.
He ain't
This
made
man
no
been
album.
He ain't got enough money to make me sacrifice my life to come hang out with a group of folk at the club, and you know we bumping elbow to elbow.
Well, they in
I
trouble.
agree. Right.
They got in trouble because he wasn't supposed to be doing all that stuff, and he set the club on fire. Now they closed down.
The whole club is closed down.
He done messed the
Hey, that club,
I just wouldn't do it.
That club is lit. I'm talking about lit. That club is lit.
Hey,
Oh, you been there?
No
Oh,
but
yeah.
not no more.
Not no more. But he got paid though. He had to get paid.
He got paid. He got paid. He had to get paid. What's the call? What is going to make us stop doing that type of stuff?
If one of these celebrities did to get a butt whooping on TikTok with a belt, and they might stop.
I'm gonna tell you, I completely believe that we have to completely shut
down.
You just got to shut it down.
I hate to say
That's the only thing I believe is going to make it contain itself. Shut it down. Just shut it down.
Yeah.
I tell you why. Because people do not like being told what to do at the workplace, in the home. People don't like being told what to do.
Right.
And so I think that's why.
So people are going to automatically rebel when you tell them what to do.
Mm-hmm.
Lock them up. I mean, nobody is wanting to stay at home. No. I want to stay at home. I like home. However, nobody really wants, especially
DC, you can't stay at home.
Well, I do.
No. You got to get them checks out. You can't.
No, I stay at home at night.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, at night.
Listen, I did that on purpose. I don't know why. I think maybe I'm crazy, but everything I need is here. When I want to go hang out, I go on my patio.
Yeah,
I want to smoke a cigar. Go on my patio.
Yeah, you got a nice.
Everything I need is here.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Everything. I like coming to your house. You got everything.
Hold on.
Hey, ask Kermit about the wings. Kermit still talking about the wings last week. So everything you got is
the wings, Kermit.
Hold on,
man. Can we read Billy Edwards? Can we read Billy Edwards? He set the club on fire and several coochies too. Can we?
Man, I saw that, but I went on around that. I saw it, but I promise you I skipped it. But Billy said he set the club on fire and several coochies too. That little old bitty fella. According to the rumor has it, he left a blazing trail. Listen,
hot like fire.
Listen, yeah.
Come on.
He says it's hard being in the house. Heck, I understand it's hard being in the house, but let me tell you, you would rather be in the house than to have your people standing over you in all black. Right. Ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna completely switch our show tonight because we want to talk about something that's very serious and quite dear to the heart of Dr. Jeremiah. And we're going to talk about it. We're going to take one quick break. It's not normally a break, but it's going to be an intro to what we're talking about tonight. January, I can't even talk. January is Human Trafficking Prevention Month. And we want to talk about that. We're going to spin in human trafficking and sex trafficking in this conversation. We'll come back again because I'm understanding. What I thought I saw was that sex trafficking prevention is April. So why are we going to talk about it? Because the prevention is in January, but the Super Bowl cometh. And that, my friends, is the
brains them out
to make it happen. Check this out. We'll be right back.
The International Labour Organization believes there are almost 21 million victims of trafficking around the world. The UN's most recent report found almost half of the victims were forced to work, typically in factories, restaurants and building sites. The majority, 53%, were exploited in the sex industry. 12 countries reported trafficking for organ removal. The rest of the victims were forced into petty crime or begging, or were children thrown into armed conflict. Victims are often trafficked within their own country, but many are taken from poorer countries to more affluent places in Northern America, Europe and the Middle East. There are still very few convictions for human trafficking. Almost half the countries in the report successfully prosecuted fewer than 10 traffickers.
So, with that, out of all the human trafficking and sex trafficking that's going on, they said less than 10 are actually convicted. Now, there's a couple things with that. There's a difference between human trafficking and sex trafficking.
Sex trafficking. Yeah.
The difference is, should I shut up, Jeremiah? You ready for this, or you want me? Because you know I'll do it. You.
Yes, I mean it's a very fine line. So sex trafficking, you've got human rights violation with the exploitation of the human trafficking. So it can be sexual exploitation, it could be forced labor, slavery, aka slavery, or the removal of organs. I thought, when I first learned about that, I thought that was really, really surprising and shocking how people would snatch people up, to take out organs out their bodies, take out green and blue eyeballs. It's sick. And, a large part of the population are kids. They're 15, 16 and under. They're youth. It's just sickening. The other day, I heard a story very close to me. I don't want to get too personal, but someone tried to snatch this person's child, young boy, out the grocery store when he turned around to go pick something on a different aisle. Try to snatch the little boy when he wasn't looking. This is real. This stuff is real.
We've seen videos that were out maybe some months ago where a lady actually tried to take a woman's daughter out of the bathroom. You remember that?
Yeah.
And she literally was saying, "Will you please stop talking to my daughter? Will you please leave my daughter alone?" The lady didn't do it. So Mama made sure the lady stopped talking to her daughter. She
put them hands on. She
put them hands all over. Ladies and gentlemen, very serious topic, and one of the things that we know that's common to us is the sex trafficking. It's considered sex trafficking is prostitution. It happens. We know about it. We've all seen it. We've all heard it. Even DC used to do it. No, I'm just kidding. But prostitution. Believe it or not, there are male prostitutes. I didn't know that until a couple years ago. Actually male prostitutes. However, it's something that happens in our community, and we need to talk about it. We need to discuss it. So we've got a few things to talk about tonight. First off, it mostly happens during Super Bowl.
Yep.
Super Bowl, we know.
Not on Bissonnette. Not on Bissonnette. That's happening every day.
Every single day on Bissonnette. Y'all stop acting like y'all know what Bissonnette is. That's in Houston. Y'all, Bissonnette is in Houston. For those of you who are in other cities, it's known for
Streetwalkers.
Streetwalkers.
We'll go with that.
They some else too.
So listen, Super Bowl. Right now, we've only got Kansas City Chiefs, got the Buffalo Bills, got the Green Bay Packers, and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The two winners are going to come together next month. But there is an ugly side of the Super Bowl. The ugly side of the Super Bowl is that it's known to be a hot seat for sex trafficking and human trafficking.
Yes, it
More
is.
so sex trafficking. So here's the question. Here's the first question. What about the women who traffic themselves? Meaning they go to these events purposely to find tricks. Because we know there are women who get bopped up. I mean, the hair, the nails, the outfits, everything, because they know when they go here, the goal is to find the ballers. That's the goal. Let's find the ballers. Because not only the people who are playing is going to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
How's the Super Bowl going to be this year? I just thought about that. You ain't going to have nobody at the Super Bowl. Because can't nobody.
No, they're going to have a number. They're going to have a number. I mean, it's not, the number is not going to be a big number in the Super Bowl. They still might have a couple of festivities and people going to still be there.
Oh, yeah.
So they will go no matter what. They ain't going to lose. They're going to lose some money.
They're going to be there.
They're going to flock there.
So let's talk about it.
And the ones that go just willy-nilly, they prostitute. That's prostitution right there.
Right.
So they go. It happens every year. Some of them get arrested. Some of them ask Warren Sapp didn't pay during that time. So stories that broke out. So it's women who go. I've seen just go by Super Bowl when we had the Super Bowl here in Houston, I was working as a mailman and still seeing some of the clubs during the daytime that was packed.
They having
and
day
seeing
party.
the women that was there. It was way more women. I'm like, where did women come from? I'm trying, you know, they was coming just for who's coming. So they looking for stuff. So that's they not sex trafficking. They're freaks. They prostitution. That's prostitution.
So Alice Stevens says, I did my master's research on this topic, and at that time, the research suggested that I'm gonna say pimp can make on average $30,000 a day.
Oh, I quit my job.
Yeah. Well,
I see y'all later.
You put it like that.
Bye.
With that being said,
unfortunately,
with that being said, hold on, real quick, Mike. With that being said, I think that prostitution should be legalized across the state.
I'm with you. I'm with you, Jeremiah. I'm with you.
Well, listen.
But some people that
as we know, okay, we got a question. I'll jump to the questions then. I'll jump to this question. The question is, why is it illegal in Texas, but it's okay in other places?
Because we the only state don't want no money.
And to that, it's not legal in other places. It's only legal in Nevada. It's only legal in the state of Nevada. It's not legal in other places, right? And the other thing that I found out that it is illegal outside of a brothel. So the only way it's legal is if you go get a chick from a brothel, and the law for the brothel is that they have to have the women checked by a doctor monthly, or you can't be in the brothel.
I watched that reality show.
If you've ever been to Vegas, then you know all you gotta do is walk down the street. They're gonna jam you up, right? But it's still illegal.
I don't know. I ain't been to Vegas. I don't know.
You never been
to Vegas, but I don't know nothing about that.
I don't know nothing about that.
Your wife must be watching. No, I'm just kidding.
No,
I don't know about that. I don't know about that.
I mean, you see the people, of course, you know, but I don't know about that.
So Sandra just said something else, and this is Sandra said it's the oldest game in the book, and it's easy money. One of the persons emailed said it's the oldest and easiest profession in the world. But she said, let them ladies live. Let them get it how they get it. What do you think about that one? Let them live. Let them get it how they get it.
Get it how they get it.
I don't want to, again, I don't want to be judgmental on anybody and what they choose to do with their life. I don't agree with the whole prostitution. I don't agree with it. That lifestyle.
Me neither.
But at the same time, if you're going to do it, they need to have license. They need to be checked. And there just needs to be a way to organize that, because, you know, I think that will also minimize folks getting snatched up, you know.
Well, how you get a license? I want a license to sell
ass.
My coat. I mean, how do you get a license, Doc? How do you...
Go to the DMV instead of line 7. Ass line.
So you have to get checked. Your body has to get checked for all STDs. And you have to register and pay taxes.
You have to bring your COVID card. You have to bring your COVID card.
All
and
that.
You have to pay taxes.
All that.
Listen,
so
their body, their temple, no judgment here.
I ain't got no judgment either. Because back in the days, I ain't got no judgment either. Because back in the days before I got married, I picked up a couple of them. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Okay.
I'll be honest with you.
Okay.
I picked up some.
So another thing that came in today, it says the laws are too lenient. That's why you can never stop it. Meaning if you get picked up, if you get arrested, it's too easy to get out of jail. That's why you can't stop it. They're willing to take that risk.
The question is, do they really want to stop it? Yeah. You know, when it comes to that, because if you have all the loopholes there, I don't think legalizing it will make it any better. Because I think sometimes people do what they do because it's just like Jeremiah said a little bit earlier. When you're told not to do something, human nature is always pushing to do something that you tell me not to do, as opposed to when you make it okay.
Hey, there you go, DC.
There you go.
There you go, DC.
I'm gonna go
every week.
DJ Screw over there, don't he?
DJ Screw.
Anyway, I see what he's. No, there you go. Come back. Hit your computer.
Hey, you chopped and screwed over there, homie.
Hey. Okay, I'm finna give up on you in just a second.
Please do. But look, that's what they want to do. But sex trafficking is a little different. I think it's a lot different than prostitution. Because prostitution, they're doing it. 90% of them are probably doing it on their own. Nowadays they have the 2020, 2021 pimps. Right. And they're younger. My son that was on here a couple of weeks, he has a couple of friends. One of them was a pimp, and the other one still is a pimp. And they're young. And they're pimping women. And they got all this money and stuff. They pimping these women. And so if you want to be pimped, be pimped. Prostitution, whatever. But that sex traffic, women who don't want to, who get stole from somebody or stole from a country and brought down to these places and forced to have sex, that's totally different. That's wrong. That's wrong all across the board because they're forced.
So speak to this. Sandra says the buyers keep it going.
You can always have buyers because you got some desperate horny men out there, some men that has fetishes and fantasies. They're gonna do it. So
it's some like, desperate horny men, huh?
And maybe some women.
Okay, I just got a question I'm gonna ask you a little later, so I'll just wonder.
I had talked about
but that's sex trafficking, not prostitution, though.
Ain't that the same thing? Is sex trafficking and prostitution the same thing?
No. I think it's different. No, I think it's different. I think sex trafficking is a form that they're forced to do it. I think sex trafficking is you're forced to do it. I think prostitution is on the street. Something you want to do, and you're gonna do it. I mean, if you have a pimp, you still want to do it. If a pimp is making you do it, I think you still want to do it. But sex trafficking is being the women who brought in, like from Germany through the pipeline, flown over here, put in boxes, and put in the room and forced to do it.
Teach me.
Let me tell you my experiences, y'all. So I've got. I see people in psychiatric hospitals under the age of 18, young girls who have been, who run away with older boys thinking that they're their boyfriend and they're making money for their boyfriend. They're helping out the apartment and the household by selling their body. Like, so, I mean, human sex, this sex trafficking it can be very, very blurry. But let me tell you, it comes in so many different forms. And a kid whose brain is not fully developed can get swept up in this lifestyle and think that they're in love with a boyfriend who's making money off of her or getting some type of gain. And so don't think that, people are getting snatched up from Somalia and brought to the United States or Ethiopia and coming to the United States. And that's the only form of sex trafficking, because that's not it, y'all.
No, right. I know that part because people get snatched up here that's taken to 4 blocks over that's being forced to do sex trafficking. Yeah, I mean, I know that, but I'm just saying.
Kermit, wave your hand if you can hear us. Okay, I wanted you to see this comment. Billy says you got Prime Code.
Wow. Now look, wait a minute. How I end up now? Is it just on my screen? Now I'm below you. Jeremiah's over there.
Yeah,
because when you get your phone get retarded and stuff, you go to the side.
It wasn't me. Everybody's was messing up.
No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. It was only you. Always you. We're always good.
We need to take that offer for that sample. Listen, Sandra says it's all about valuing your body. They think this is the only way. Here's a comment out for Cheryl says, here you go, Jeremiah, speak to this. Houston holds that title. And I'm assuming she's speaking of sex trafficking, but Elise says that Atlanta Hartsfield, the airport, the biggest hub for trafficking because it is an international airport. I don't know why I can't talk.
Well, Atlanta is a big old hub for all kind of stuff, trafficking and everything else in Atlanta.
Right.
Here you go.
Big COVID tests need to be happening.
I'm going to read Trish Parker's comment, and then I'm going to go into the question that I sent y'all earlier to be ready for. You ready? Okay. Trish says there is a misconception that only men are buying sex. Yeah. Here's the question, ladies and gentlemen.
What you know, Trish, that we don't know?
Trish is a airline stewardess. Is that what it's called? A flight attendant. It's
so
the same thing.
she
So
might see it.
My mom was a flight attendant. Can I add something? How to kind of spot or detect possible human trafficking
absolutely.
for the question? On a serious note, y'all, if you see, of course, this is something blatant in your face. You see a young girl with an older man. They laughing, they giggling, they holding hands. She wrapped around them. Obvious, right? Something to raise alarm about. The other one is you see a young teenager bopped up, hair done. If she, she got a wig on, weave, nails done, lipstick. She looks too young, trying to look older. Obvious. These young kids taking Ubers by themselves. That's another. So if you're an Uber driver, you're doing this as a side hustle. That's a red flag. Young girls trying to look older, catching Ubers by themselves. Huge. That's one of the biggest red flags.
Okay. 2 comments. One is from your wife, but I'll go with this one first. Billy says, I'm a realtor and I foreclosed on a home that had 5 bedrooms and 4 of those rooms had a minimum of 4 beds in each. The girls were aged 17 to 20 and she called the fuzz. Good job, Billy. I've heard of that. I've never actually seen it. Here's a comment from Claudia. Claudia says, teach me, Claudia. There you go. Sex trafficking involves prostitution, but prostitution doesn't involve sex trafficking. Prostitution and sex is exchange for money. When we talk about sex trafficking, the person providing the sexual activity may be forced or may act under duress. I like the first line. Sex trafficking involves prostitution, but prostitution doesn't involve sex trafficking. Appreciate that.
Right.
Under duress.
Under duress. Check this out. Here is the question I sent to y'all in the inbox. I thought I put it in just that quick, but I can't put it in. Y'all, I'm sorry. I've had a busy week, so I don't have all the stuff in. I'll read it to you. Here's the question. She says, I don't see a problem with it. I am a woman who gets ladies for my husband and I to share. It's no strings, no built relationships. She is work for hire, and we drop her back off where we got her from. So she doesn't even know our address. It's a fetish that we enjoy, and since we both agree to it, and it is our capital letters bedroom, it's undefiled.
Let me tell y'all something. The male voice, we have some strange people on here for comments. They got some real problems. I'm glad we can hear y'all problems and y'all picking up hot people for hire. Are you picking them up at the Home Depot?
No, at Tweety's.
Oh, here we go.
Right.
I'm gonna tell you something about that Mustang. I'm gonna tell you something about Mustang again. I was involved in some.
Ain't nobody said nothing about no Mustang again, so it's
no,
new.
that's new. Before I got married. I'm like 19 years old. I got jammed up on some sex trafficking stuff. I did. 3 women forced me in and made me seriously made me go buy a room at the Mustang Inn, and they forced me to stay there and had their way with me for like 3 or 4 days. Seriously. They did that, and
hey, did we mute him?
No, I'm not muted. I'm not muted. They forced me. They made me buy that room at the Mustang Inn on the north side, and they had their way with me.
You stop that, man. You stop that.
You want to tell y'all that story?
What happened?
You barely made it out alive, huh?
I made it. I did. They were sleeping on the 3rd day. They were sleeping.
Check this out.
Tiptoe by out of there.
Let's run this.
Yeah.
Let's run this.
It's real. It's real.
I have it here. I'll put it on the screen so we can discuss it. But let's talk about some of the comments that we're seeing. Some of the comments, Billy says, that's not sex trafficking. That is your personal bedroom preference. Next, we got to talk about that.
Yeah, that ain't sex trafficking.
Talk about that statement. Because Pastor told me something different a little earlier. Trish says there's a lot of couples who are into this. It's more common than you realize. So
perversion.
It's perversion. It's not okay.
Marriage is supposed to be for you and your spouse. It's not supposed to be for you and your spouse and who you pay for the night to add in to spice up your relationship. And to say that the bed is undefiled, basically you're trying to use scripture to say it's undefiled because y'all agreed on it. It's still not meant for you to go out and purchase someone for sex. DC.
So if you pick up for free and don't pay up, what's that? I'm just saying.
No. It's meant for you and your spouse.
Right. Okay. I'm just saying.
You and your spouse, not your neighbor and your spouse, not not for you to have your own personal porn,
sit back and
love
watch.
triangle or whatever it is. Is meant for you and your spouse.
Country, I'm gonna put y'all may not know who Country is. The fellas do, I do. Country, I'm gonna put your comment up. We're gonna discuss what you said. But if you come back with some of that Cowboys crap, you get I'm picking you off. I'm telling you right now, I'm telling you up front. But Country makes a point. He says, if a woman says she won't mess with a broke man, is she pimping herself?
Ooh.
Hey, that dude, he kind of smart sometimes. Every other sentence, he's smart. Every other sentence, he gets smart.
Y'all didn't answer this question. He
That's
said,
real,
if a woman
man.
says she does not mess with a broke man, is she pimping herself?
Hey, the women gonna say
As they used to say, I can't hear nobody.
But look, I wouldn't call her pimping herself, the language, but
No.
she is doing something to that effect. She's selling herself to the highest bidder.
she wouldn't get me because I got 45 cents
Ooh.
and some Lipton tea.
There's some Lipton tea. Yeah, I like that cup you're holding there, bro. So, okay,
And the thing about it, she goes and gets ladies for her. She goes to get ladies for her husband. In turn, that means she has come to grips that she's not enough for her husband.
wait a minute.
Because if you have to go and get another woman for your husband and you to share, that's saying neither one of you all is enough for each other.
Maybe
That's how I mean that might be a little somebody said, well, that's
maybe she got a big old,
but,
maybe she got a big appetite.
Yeah, it's man, I don't know what to say on this one. So here's the thing. If you're saying she's accepted the fact that I'm not enough for him, maybe she is enough for him and it's to please her appetite, and he's a beneficiary of her pleasing her appetite.
Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one.
But she says she goes and gets. She didn't say how. Again, that to me says a whole lot. She goes to get someone for and it could be her appetite, and he just saying, okay, cool.
And he's a beneficiary of city,
Yeah. But
it's still.
What happens when that gets old? What happens when it gets old for one of y'all, but the other one still wants?
I don't think.
Okay, so listen,
I don't think that get
y'all
old.
know I'm bipolar, so you got to help me. Everybody, do me a favor. Who's listening on the show? Put in the chat, yes or no, just yes or no. Is she right or is she wrong in your point of view? You're not God, you can't judge her, but in your point of view,
right.
Jamie Jackson, where you been? I want to fight you, but in your point of view, is she right or is she wrong? Yes or no, fellas, what y'all think?
I'm gonna say this.
I don't approve of it.
I say that both. I say that they both wrong to me.
I don't approve of it, but if that's their thing, that's their thing.
Yeah, me too. But she brings somebody like Kylie B to the house. Might be right.
My thing is, what if one of them end up catching feelings for the woman?
No, she just bring them.
Well, that's the thing. She says she
feelings that quick.
She says no feelings involved.
No feelings involved.
So how do you hit it and quit it? But you're still human.
You get one. You get one time and you gone. You get one time and you gone.
It says I don't see a problem with it, and I am a woman who gets ladies for my husband and I to share. It's no strings, no built relationships. She is work for hire, and we drop her back off. Here you go, Kermit. We drop her back off where we got her from. She doesn't even know our address. It's a fetish that we enjoy. And since we both agree to it, and it's our bedroom, it's undefiled.
I wonder
Let me
they
read
doing
some of
something during
these comments
COVID.
real quick because there are a lot of.
I wonder they doing something during COVID. It's nasty. This is nasty.
Country said we some freaks. Billy says I'm lost. Sandra says okay. Trish says Pastor, that may not be true. It may be for her too, TOO, or more.
She's talking about me saying getting it from him, but yeah.
Jamie says that is setting a standard, not pimping herself. If she earns a nice wage, she may want someone to put in the same work or has similar.
That's the other question.
Ambition. That's the other question.
That's the other question.
Billy says it could be a fantasy.
But go to Fantasy Island with
Andrew says she's making her husband happy. Billy says there's nothing wrong with that. That allows her control of the situation. Karen says no, she's not wrong. Billy says she gets to pick a female that she's not intimidated by. That's interesting.
Pick an ugly one. She might go pick an
I want to
ugly
give y'all
one.
another scenario. Look, I got a colleague I went to college with, and she told me at least once a year she gives her man a threesome. Once a year, his birthday.
What color is she? She ain't black.
She as dark as us.
She is. Once a year?
What's the best?
His birthday. Once a year. Fuck me up, man.
Okay, let me go back to these comments. You're killing
on
me.
my birthday, all I get is cake and some Miami Dolphin stuff.
Listen,
And
Billy
steak.
says if
And
it
a
works
steak.
for them. Okay, let me go back a little bit more. I'm trying to get to these comments. These people are saying no. She's not wrong. No. Country says she is right. Whatever they want. Sandra says no. Latrice says no. I'm not gonna read all the names. No. Mia says wrong. Cheryl says wrong. It will backfire on her someday. That's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Beatrice says no. I don't think you, Lady Jones. I can guarantee you, Mother Jones, you did not hear that question right.
What,
You
Mother Jones? I know you didn't hear that question, Mother Jones. I know Mother Jones. Mother Jones.
But Joe, you didn't hear that question right.
What are you doing up at this time, Mother Jones?
I know
She's saying it's wrong. That's what she's saying. It's wrong.
She's saying it's wrong.
Mother Jones is just saying wrong.
Yeah,
Mother Jones just saying wrong.
Listen.
She don't know what she's saying wrong, so it's wrong.
Sandra
She said it's wrong.
Interesting concept. Sandra says that this keeps him from cheating. That's interesting. I'm gonna come back to that. Latrice says it's wrong, but it's not my cup of tea. Okay, Jamie, yeah, you're on different. Jamie, actually, y'all may not know this, fellas, and I know we didn't talk about it. I probably shouldn't talk about it now. However, Jamie is actually watching via YouTube. You didn't know we were doing YouTube, did we? Aha. Yeah.
You surprised us? We on YouTube now? We got our own YouTube channel?
Billy says it works for them. My approval is not needed. Tani says she's right because it works for their relationship. Okay, Mother Jones came back and said she's wrong. Okay.
We got some freaks up in the game for us.
Miss Lady Dub says that's too many soul ties. Trish says they are right for their marriage based on what they agree to. Biblical, we know it's not right, but we need to stop assuming everybody is saved or Christian based on them quoting scripture. Oh, that's good, Trish. That's good.
Right.
At least
Can I say something to what Trish said? Only reason why I mentioned that is because I'm not assuming that they're saved. I want to clarify that you can't use that scripture, saved or not saved. You can't use that scripture in that scenario. That was my only thing. Because people quote scripture all the time, but they quote them out of context.
Well, believe you me, the hotel room they doing it in ain't got no Bible.
Yes, it do. You done had them Bibles on
not that room. Not that room.
The Gideons put a Bible in every hotel room.
They skipped that room.
Let's see. Billy, she said she did. Billy said she likes it too. That's why. But she said that. Hey,
Yeah.
It's good to see you on again. I thought you were sleeping on us, but I'm glad to see you on because somebody got to keep him in check. Anyway, your lady says it's way too many soul ties. Jamie says it's wrong. It's perversion. Mother Jones came back, said no, it's wrong. It is wrong, and she put it in capital letters. I know you didn't hear that right. Here's the spot for the night. Y'all ready? Y'all getting put on the spot tonight. Watch everybody go quiet. Hey, y'all who are watching the show, watch everybody go quiet.
I'm not going to get quiet.
I got to go. I already know where you're going with this.
Sandra says, how many men would like
Jeremiah?
Why he left? How many men?
Look, DKC gone too.
I'ma stay here. I'm gonna stay right here.
I'm just messing with Jeremiah.
I ain't going nowhere. I just can't answer that question.
No, I had a cough, man. I had a cough.
So the question is, how many men would like that?
That wasn't part of the question that somebody gave us in the panel. This is a pop-up question. This question don't work.
Yeah. Let's save that.
See,
no,
see,
maybe
I see how they ran. Everybody ran. Listen.
I mean, okay, be honest with you. But for real, shit, who wouldn't? But we ain't gonna do that. I mean,
listen,
who?
I'm 45. DC, I'm 45
and single.
And single. Since you had to make sure that was our. Listen,
very single.
I'm not stupid though. I don't necessarily. It's not a fantasy. I'm not gonna turn it down or run away from it. But how do I say this correctly? It's only one me. What I'm gonna do with all y'all, or both y'all rather. So,
Mike, hold on. It's one of you, but
DC.
It's one of you, and there was two of them. You can get. Remember,
hey, chill. DC.
At the Mustang Inn, them women they kidnapped.
Oh Lord, DC.
See that?
That's why your phone froze. You talk.
So I told you it wasn't just me. See that?
That's the first time my phone ever done that. But listen here. But see that happened back then. It can happen.
Yeah, back then you was what 20?
19, 20.
See, that's the thing we got to understand. I'm 45. Ain't nobody trying to jump off the bed rails and all that kind of stuff. Let's get in here and do what we do. Go to sleep. I'll see you in the morning. What's going on?
I know, but then that might be that night you might have that gin up in you or that Grey Goose. You got that. I
don't drink gin or Grey Goose.
But that night you drunk that bumpy face. That night you drunk the bumpy face.
What's bumpy face?
Bumpy face.
That Seagram's gin. That Seagram's gin. That bumpy face. Because they say
that bottle got them bumps on it.
That's it.
Okay. I don't drink gin though.
Okay, well that night you might drink some doggone some
Hey, keep talking. I'm taking notes over here. What is this?
Seagram's gin. That bumpy face.
I don't know what's going on. Here we go. So we've got to
make it sing, baby. Gin make it sing.
So we've got to address her question. Well, it's not really a question. She said, Well, she says, our bedroom is under file. I think we've talked about it a bit much. We probably need to revisit this complete topic because there are a lot of comments that I didn't even read just for the sake of time. However, we probably need to come back here and talk about it so that we are clear on what's going to happen or what should happen or how it should happen or our point of views on it, because none of us are Bible and none of us can tell somebody what to do in their house with their bedroom. But with that being said,
keep it to yourself.
Take a picture. Yeah. Take a picture, put it on Facebook. Let me see it.
What?
Take a picture, put it on Facebook. Let me see it.
What are you talking about?
Wait a minute. You thought he was muted?
Yeah, I'm muted. Y'all give me a second.
I am not muted.
I'll come back.
Where you going?
You just told me I need a threesome. Where you think I'm going? No, I'll be back.
I see.
Hey, listen.
We like all y'all comments. Everybody commented. We love all y'all comments and everything y'all have to say.
I know a man. I know
Beatrice Jones.
Look at Jamie Jackson said, "I know a man who says monogamy is unnatural for men. Is that true? Unnatural for men.
That monogamy is unnatural for men.
Mm-hmm.
I don't say that. I don't believe that's true.
I'm going to say I don't know, because in the Bible, well, I guess you can speak to it more than I can, but they had multiple wives as long as they could take care of them.
They did have multiple wives in the Bible, and they also had problems in the Bible. But it was never designed. God never designed for men to have multiple wives or women to have multiple husbands. They did it biblically. Solomon, Abraham. You saw them, or they had wives, and they would have concubines or prostitutes or live-in prostitutes or whatever you call it. But that was never God's design, though they did it. That was not his purpose and plan for relationship.
Yeah.
What do you mean? Yeah, DC.
No, I'm just saying.
That was not. Yeah, that was not. God made a wife for Adam, not some wives for Adam. It was not meant to be that many wives. That was man's doing.
But people gonna change the whole thing and gonna say God put it here, so I'm gonna take it. That people interpret the Bible and scriptures.
Or people will say, "Well, they did it in the Bible. Why I can't do it now?"
Yep.
Just because they did it in the Bible did not make it right. They did a lot of things biblically that God did not approve of, but it was put there for us to read and to see. But God did not approve of it.
So if you want to do all that, multiple wives and stuff, move to Utah.
Hold on, Billy is no holds barred.
Billy
I
ain't.
like to have
Billy
a girlfriend and a boyfriend personally. Okay, Billy. I love that vulnerability. Put it out there.
Billy go hard. So you get
read these comments and then we're gonna get out of here. We're obviously far past our time. I know you guys would like to say a little bit more. We'll probably come back and do another show another time. But we'll go over a little bit more. But y'all know we got to keep the time because we're trying to go somewhere. And as they say, Big Brother is watching. So with that said, let me just read some comments. I'll start at Billy.
You might want to skip Billy. Billy
was the first one. What the hell did I just look at that?
Might want to skip Billy.
I'd means would like to have a girlfriend and a boyfriend personally. Okay. Sandra says something about in the Bible. I don't know what y'all are talking about. Mr. Rents Williams says, I've always wanted one woman. I know why, because you told me that you put on here that somebody is your fiance. You better say that way. Let's see. Tanis, that's who you said was your fiance. Hey, good. Congratulations on y'all being engaged. Being in a monogamous relationship is best. Jamie says they also sodomize in the Bible.
I'm just saying.
Billy says she's a good girl, though. I don't know what happened when I dipped off just for a second. However,
Billy, shut up, Billy.
Listen, thank you all for joining us tonight.
Billy, shut up.
Good conversation, and we'll probably do this again. As a matter of fact, if the panel agrees, I'll stop this show, and we can do an after show if they agree. I don't know what their schedules are like. However, thank you.
After the show, it's the after party. Okay.
We're going to end up like Bow Wow now.
Exactly.
Bumped up down the street.
Thank you all again for joining us tonight. I really appreciate you guys. I can't stress it enough. We are doing great things. I'll just say this. We are going to have a live recording with an audience very soon. Very soon. So I won't give the date and everything yet because there's still some tweaks, touches that we need to make to the show, especially with one of our vendors. But
our vendors?
We're going to do a show very soon. And if you're in Houston, we can invite you out to the show. Obviously, it's limited. The number that we can invite out is limited. So make sure when we do make the announcement, you jump on really quick and come check us out. We're going to have fun. It's going to be live. It's going to be a DJ. It's going to be a great time, and you're going to love it. And we're going to be real raw, and we're going to be relevant, just as we always are. What do you got, KC? What do you got?
Man, I just got, look, I'm excited. It's a new year. It's a new time. We have a new president. We have new opportunities, and we want to take advantage of the new things that we have in front of us. So, hey, it's all good. Y'all be blessed. Have a great and awesome night.
Okay, Jeremiah, what do you got? Listen, I'm telling you, y'all gonna leave me. People are texting. I've got 3 texts asking about this show. I need to end the show. and then we'll come back if enough of y'all are gonna come back with us.
I'm good.
So,
Let's close this one
Jeremiah,
out.
Doc, please say something smart. Let me tell you, man, I get text, I get inbox about how smart and articulate you are. Don't let me down, Doc.
No pressure. No pressure. Hey, y'all, it's Jeremiah Rankins with Minor to Major, helping people turn their minor setbacks into major comebacks. The National Human Trafficking Hotline is 1-888-373-7888. So some of those things that I had talked to you about, identifying possible sex trafficking, you see a young girl, long nails, in the Uber by herself, y'all get on that hotline. National Human Trafficking Hotline, 1-888-373-7888. Thank you.
Say it again, Jeremiah.
National Human Trafficking Hotline is 1-888-373-7888. Get them young girls off them streets, please.
DC,
Yes.
what we got?
What's up, everybody? It's DC the comedian. Hey, check this out. Just like Jeremiah say, that trafficking is very important. Keep your eyes open for your neighbors and stuff, and seeing any suspicious stuff going on. And report that, because I do joke and be funny, but it is a serious topic that's going on out there in the world. So just in your neighborhood, or when you're in the store, you might not go up to that person, but you can keep your eyes open and get awareness to it. The number and the hotline is on there, so be on the lookout for that, because everybody on this panel knows somebody, had somebody who probably almost been or was in a situation like that. So do that. And also, Miss Fields, her book, January 29th, A Heart Betrayed. Go to my Facebook page, DC the Comedian, DeSabian Hartwell. The book trailer is on there. My Instagram is DC the Comedian. The trailer is on there. Go support her. She's from Florida, moved to Houston, and she's doing big things. So, okay, peace. We finna do show number 2 after this.
All right.
Hey, Sebastian, come home. Come home, Sebastian. Daddy missed you. Daddy missed you, Sebastian. Negro,
Okay,
you left here.
guys, we're gonna end this right now. I'll stay on. Who's coming back? DC, you coming back?
I'm here.
What about you, KC?
I'm back.
You got time? Jeremiah, you got time?
Yeah, I got a little bit of time.
You got a little bit of time, not much. 30 minutes. We'll do 30 minutes. All right. Thank you guys for the information. We'll bring it back. We're gonna come right back real quick. Y'all, we're gonna end this show and we'll be back in 3 minutes. All right. I forgot what I was supposed to say. So good night.
Oh, you forgot to say the tagline.
The tagline: we're always real, we're always raw, and we're always relevant. Are the male voice.
Sebastian, I love you.